I had to see what the fuss was about. Hey everyone, welcome to my channel. It's Rebecca. Today I am trying the Peter Thomas Roth Instant FirmX No Filter Primer. So it sounds like a miracle, and I mean, it's, well, if you want to see my demonstration, my first impression, and then my wear test using this and makeup, under makeup, sorry, then keep watching because it's pretty exciting. So I picked this up at Ulta, which it's on Sephora, but I used a coupon for Ulta and I got better points. So if you want to buy it from Ulta, yeah. Its claim says that, one of the claims is that it says after a week of use, fine lines and wrinkles will be reduced. It maintains a firming effect for up to 6 hours. And yeah, so it has an Elastaflex IQ that helps improve the look of smoothness and elasticity over time. So not only does this just look really good as a primer, but it is supposed to give you benefits after using it for a period of time. So that's great. You know, I don't think it replaces any skincare, but I like that there is something beneficial to it. I looked at the ingredients. I don't think there are any triggers for my rosacea and sensitive skin. So yeah, so I'm gonna go ahead and show you my demonstration. Look how cute. I know. Don't be jealous. It's okay. So this is future me. No, is this past me? You guys, time, space, continuum stuff absolutely confuses me. Here we are. I have shaken the product. I am wearing SPF, but I put it on a couple hours ago. So my skin is not very luminous or like there's not a lot of residual emollients on my skin right now. And it says to apply on dry skin before skincare and then follow with skincare and makeup. But it also says if you absolutely need to put on skincare, you can put it on over this. But I watched Angie Hot and Flashy and she puts this on over her SPF. And Risa does makeup. I think she did it without skincare, but then I think she did it again kind of in between skincare and makeup. I am going to try it on top of sunscreen as a primer for my makeup because that is how I think of makeup primers. Also, I don't think there's any triggering ingredients in this for my rosacea. As you can see, my skin is a little upset with me. Right here, I have kind of a flare up. I don't know how much on camera it shows. It's not bad. It's a bunch of little bumps that are red. They look like zits, but they don't have any like whiteheads or anything like that to them. And then around my skin, it's like red. I'm assuming I'm not gonna use too much. It feels like a silky primer. I'm gonna start where my lines are. Ooh, it's cool. It just feels like a cool, thin, oh, it's getting sticky. Okay, that was that. It dries. It's in. It's on. Now it says to wait 7 minutes and not move your face. So I'm gonna set my timer and do that. There we go. Okay, while I wait the last few minutes, and I can do this expressionless. Just kidding. It says sheer and tone adjusting. Excuse me. Maintains firming effect for up to 6 hours. Reduce the look of fine lines and wrinkles after just a week. So it does have cumulative effects like as skincare. So the Firmatite is their proprietary blend. It also has silicates and seaweed extract. I can see, even though I have, it's 6 minutes, and my skin is visibly, it almost looks kind of powdered down, where it looks like the redness has been squashed, like just kind of calmed. My face, my wrinkles, depending on where the light hits them, I see them less, but they're still, like, I can still see the lines in my forehead. And I think that my under eye bags are just a little bit less puffy. Yeah, so I feel like it just kind of smoothed everything. This kind of, it didn't do nothing. Like, my pores look less visible. I have an expression line right here, and that looks softened. Cool. Okay, I'm gonna put, time's up. I forgot I still have my rollers in. I'm going to put on foundation, and I decided to use a very cheap but one of my favorites, the Essence Pretty Natural foundation. This is hydrating. This is under $10. I don't think it has fragrance, and I really liked this when I reviewed it and was using it, you know, back in the day. Back in the day. What the hell? 2022, 2021? I don't know. I can't remember anything, you guys. Oh my gosh. In fact, I just remembered this. I washed my face with hand soap last night, but like, you know, and then I realized my mistake, and I like panicked and rinsed my face off quickly, and it was the weirdest thing. I went, instead of to pump my La Roche-Posay, I went and pumped our hand soap, and it's just like foaming. I think it's the Method or something. And it's orange scented, and I went, what? And yeah, it was weird. Okay, sorry. I'm gonna take this out. Okay. I feel like it's making a grip to the foundation. Obviously, you guys, I'm wearing eyeshadow and eyebrow pencil, and I forgot to, you know, I'll talk about that in a minute. It feels gripping, like the foundation looks really good over it. I feel like it doesn't, it keeps the foundation from being too slippery. Let's do, also I'm using my BK Beauty 101, but this is the short one for travel. All right. Ooh. Yeah, it's very, if you have oily skin, if you're a mature skin that breaks out and still feels like you're combating oil, or you feel like your makeup tends to just feel slippery, or you don't like that kind of emollient, this really is, it kind of feels matte, but it doesn't feel tight and dry and uncomfortable. All right, I am going to use my Flower Beauty Serum Concealer. I picked up shade Sand because it's not as pale as Vanilla. And let me just double check. I'm wondering if that might be too yellow. maybe too peach. No, I like this. I felt like the vanilla was too pale. And I'm using my A506. Yeah, that's nice. I don't feel like I need to powder. I really don't. But also, I'm curious, does that mean, yeah, I don't think I need to powder. So I'm wearing Jouer eyeshadows, and I shall show you the palette, and I'm wearing a Koki eyebrow pencil, but I picked this up at CVS. It's really pretty. It's the Color Haul, and there's about 2 or 3. This one's Smoke Show, and I loved the combination of sort of the shimmers, the mattes. I liked that there were some cool brown shades with a bit of peach and some good transition shades. So I think it's pretty good. Initially, I'm like, okay, I think it was $11. So it's a pretty great palette for that price. And then I am wearing the NYX Glow Shots over the top of it. And this one kind of dried on me and not in a blended. I don't like it. Right now I'm looking at it going, eh. But I think I can kind of do this, yeah, and just kind of make up for where, so, because actually this shade in this palette right here didn't work so well for me. It's supposed to be like a very, it looks like it's going to be kind of like this duochrome or, you know, metallic, just beautiful pigment, and it did not do that. It was very just sort of sheer and glittery. So it's probably like one of those that you just sort of put over the top. And I don't like those because I always see little pieces of sparkle throughout my face. And I'm just going to finish with mascara, actually, and maybe like a cream bronzer. And I'm gonna come back, I'm gonna fix my hair, and then we'll talk more about what the primer is doing on my face. You guys, my hair, right? Got a haircut since my last video, and it's just not really that much shorter. When I wear Velcro rollers, it does kind of lift it up, so it does look shorter, but, and you know, it was trimmed. But I have more layers here, and so it just kind of, yeah. I still have to walk my dog, so it's totally gonna flatten for sure, but that's okay, because all I like is just like a little bit of movement. It's not, Velcro rollers aren't to put a curl in your hair, they're just to kind of give that motion, and also to make it a little more piecey, because after I blow dry my hair, it always feels a little bit kind of fuzzy. And so the Velcro rollers really smooth it out nicely. All right, enough about that. I have all my makeup on. The Peter Thomas Roth Instant FirmX No Filter Primer. It's pretty great. So my initial reaction is that I feel like I had to wear less makeup, and I'm not wearing any powder. I did put on cream bronzer, and actually, you know what? I put on liquid contour. I'm wearing the Milani 01 contour, and then I put on a bit of Jouer, the 3-in-1, the Menage Trois, because it's a finishing powder and a bronzer together. And then I have on, I'm wearing CoverGirl powder blush. Yeah, I did not put on powder. Okay, I have not set the foundation. My forehead lines are not as pronounced, especially right here where I seem to raise this eyebrow a lot. And I don't see any of my foundation settling in the lines. I see my lines, but I don't see the foundation in it. And I think that here, like my face feels just comfortable, like not powdery, not creamy, not slippy, you know, just comfortable. So it's fun. It's really cool. It really, really is cool. And it does a really good job of smoothing the lines, making the texture and pores look softer, just kind of making a nice smooth canvas for your makeup and for the makeup to look smooth on the canvas. Yeah, so I really, really like it. What I'm gonna do is go about my day, and it will be a bit of errands, it'll be a bit of walking the dog outside. Like, it's just gonna be kind of very low key, but at home and kind of doing my stuff. Not rigorous, but not like lazy. Oh, by the way, the eyeshadow is doing really well too. Wow, yeah, I really like the eyeshadow. So that so far is pretty great. Pretty great, yeah, okay. Oh, and I am wearing, my lip is the Lip Bar. This is their new Soft Kisses Nourishing Lipstick, and it's kind of a balm, and the shade is Vexed. It's very orangey red, and I really, really like it, and it feels amazing, and you can find them at Target. Okay, so here we go. I am gonna see how this holds up, and so far, so good, and I'll see you later. All right, folks, it has been 6 hours because it's 5 o'clock right now, and I put this on at 11, and it says firming up to 6 hours. So, right off the bat, I'm gonna let you know I really, really like this primer. And the reason is because lately I have just been kind of not liking my face. Like, I've just had one of those days where you put makeup on and then several hours later you get, like, you're washing your hands and you look in the bathroom mirror, or you get a glimpse at yourself from the front camera of your phone and you're just like, oh my gosh, do I look like that? And I feel like this primer though has given me this feeling all day of going, oh, not bad, not bad. You know, like, yes, I still have lines. Yes, you know, but did my makeup wear nicely over it? Yes. Does it look at all like it's worn off or faded only around my nose, which is typical? It looks really, really nice. And today was such a windy day. I wasn't expecting it. So I did what I said and I walked my dog. Then I did errands, and I was just, my hair, I mean, my hair is kind of just like, it's okay. I had to comb it out, but I was like, it was nuts. It was nuts. So my hair has taken quite the wind whipping, and my face even, I was like, okay, because my face felt like it was just getting, you know, winded. And yeah, and it looks good. The eyeshadow looks good. So this was fun. I'm excited. I think this is gonna be fun. I'm gonna use this regularly at first to see if there's much cumulative effect, but then I'm probably gonna do it for, well, you know, like not every day, but like good makeup days or days where I know either I have to look really good for a long time, or I have an event, or I'm going out that night, or something, you know. Yeah, but this is, it's like special occasion primer, you know. It's like, ooh, this is the good stuff. It could be every day. It's just, it's $40-some for the tube, so I feel like it's spendy. It's not the most expensive, but it's not drugstore. So with that said, I enjoy it. It looks good. If you feel like you're happy, like, do you need it? No. I'm not gonna say like, you have to go out and get this. You have to. But I do feel like it gave me a nice boost. You know, like this felt good. And I'm also excited to try it with different foundations. Maybe powder foundation, maybe my Salt New York foundation. You know, I want to see how it looks, because I do think that it actually, the foundation applied much easier, it spread and it blended like flawlessly, more efficiently, and maybe it gave more coverage. So there you go. All right, well, thank you. Thank you so much. This is always fun when I do these kinds of things, and of course I will try to give you further updates throughout weeks, and you know, with other maybe tutorials or favorite video, and yeah. So okay, I did reapply my lipstick, just to let you know, because that was gone, but that was gone because I ate chips in my car. I could live on chips. Oh, I love chips. And if you're from England, chips are French fries, and in the States, they're crisps. And I love crisps, but I love French fries too. Oh, yeah. Alrighty. See you next time. Bye.